Hello friends. So our today's lecture is quality of water. It is one of the topic of environmental engineering one. Okay. So in previous lecture, we already discussed about the quality of water. What are the different characteristics of water? Also, what are the different treatment methods available for the water? That is preliminary treatment, primary, secondary, and tertiary treatments. So in this topic, once again, we are going to discuss about the quality of water. So what do you understand by quality of water? So simply you can say, so quality, it is nothing but that water which is safe for the domestic and drinking purpose. Okay, that means that water is potable. Okay, so what happened due to the disposal of sewage it is what nothing but wastewater we generated from the houses. So when you are going to discharge this sewage into the water bodies, either you can say lake, ocean, or either you can say a stream, okay, whatever, a river, whatever the source of water. Okay, so when you are going to discharge this sewage or wastewater into the water bodies, that change the quality of that water. That means what? That pollute the water. Okay, and that water is unhealthy and unsafe for the drinking purpose, domestic purpose, and industrial purpose. That means what happened? That sewage and wastewater that change the quality of water. Okay, so due to this reason, it is required to avoid the disposal of sewage and any other wastewater into that water bodies. So one thing is you can say sewage, that is household wastewater. Secondly, you can say industrial effluent. Okay. So during the production of industrial product, manufacturing of product, they produce huge amount of wastewater, and some of the industries discharge that wastewater into water bodies. So same again, when they discharge that wastewater into water bodies, that also change the quality of water. Either it may be lake, it may be river, it may be ocean, or it may be stream. Okay, whatever the source of water. So this is why that quality of water going to be changed. Again, one of the major thing is solid waste. Whatever that solid waste we generated in houses, in whatever the source of solid waste, if you are going to discharge this solid waste into water bodies, okay, that also going to be change the quality of water, and that makes that water is unhealthy, unsafe for the domestic and drinking use. So it is important to check the quality of water before use of water. That either that water is safe for the domestic purpose, either that water is safe for the drinking purpose, either that water is potable or not. Okay, so that quality of that water should be checked before the use of that water. Okay, so nowadays that quality of water is going to be reduced due to disposal of this sewage, industrial wastewater, and the solid waste into water bodies. Okay. Next thing, the quality of water is depends upon the dissolve. The quality of water is depends upon the dissolve as well as the suspended solid. Okay, so that water contain the solid. So either it is in the form of dissolve, or dissolve in the, you can say, the carbonates, bicarbonates, sulfates, chloride. So these all are present in the dissolved form. Okay, and in the form of suspended, whatever the solid which remains in suspension into that water over that surface, so that solid you can say the suspended matter. Okay, so basically there are two types of matter. The first one is a suspended matter, and next one is dissolvent. Okay, so when this matter, either it is suspended or either it is dissolved matter, that matter present in water bodies, that change the quality of water. Okay, when that water free from this matter, either it may be dissolved or either it may be suspended, that water you can say the pure water. Okay, and when this matter present into that water body, that you can say the polluted water. Okay, so this matter may be either biotic or may be either non-biotic matter. Okay, and it makes that water is non-potable and unsafe for the consumption purpose. Okay, so basically you can say the disposal of the household sewage, disposal of the industrial effluent, and disposal of the solid waste. Okay, so this water cause the waterborne diseases. That means suppose if you are going to drink or if you are going to use that unsafe water, okay, non-potable water, then that cause the waterborne diseases. So different types of waterborne diseases, it may be caused due to the polluted water, consumption of polluted water. Okay. Next, waterborne diseases, that is, you can say cholera or hepatitis and other. Okay. So that's about the basic about the quality and how to check the quality of water, and that we're going to discuss in detail in the next. Okay, so what is introduction? So the quality of water depends upon the dissolved and suspended matter. This matter can be biotic or non-biotic. Biotic in the sense bacteria and viruses. Next, it makes the water non-potable and unsafe for the consumption purpose. Next, industrial effluent and sewage makes water polluted. Next, the polluted water is responsible for many waterborne diseases. We already discussed this. Come to the next point, sampling. Okay. So what is meant by sampling? So sampling, it is a method which is used for sampling. It is nothing but the collection of sample. Okay. So that means collection of sample from the source. Okay. Whatever your source of water, so you are going to collect the sample from that source, that is called as sampling. Okay. So why it is sampling? To check the impurities of water. Okay. So how much impurities or how much matter or present into that water, that you can check after the sampling. Okay. So that's why sampling is necessary. So basically two types of sampling, grab sampling and composite sampling. So grab sampling, it is nothing but the collection of sample from the source at a single time and from a single point. Okay. What is grab sampling? It is nothing but the collection of water from a source at a single point at a single time. That is nothing but the grab sampling. Basically, this grab sampling method is used for the laboratory purpose, laboratory analysis purpose. Next one is composite sampling. So composite sampling, it is nothing but the collection of sample from the source, single source, but at the different time of interval or at a different location. Okay, that means we are going to collect the sample after 4 hours, after 8 hours, after 10 hours, after 12 hours, after 14 hours, maybe up to 24 hours or up to maybe 36 hours. Okay, so that means going to collect the sample at a regular interval of time. After that collection of sample, that sample going to mix together so that we get the homogeneous mix. Okay, so that homogeneous mix which indicate average characteristics of that water. So that method, composite sampling method, is the most accurate method for the laboratory analysis purpose, and that gives the average characteristics of that water. Okay, and from that you can design a water treatment plant for the treatment of water. Next, water sample collected about 40 to 50 centimeter below the surface floor. Okay, so whatever your source, maybe river, lake, ocean. Okay, so you have to collect the water sample below 40 to 50 centimeter. Because of why? From the surface. Because you have to avoid the surface impurities. Mostly there are various types of impurities present over the surface of water. So you have to avoid that impurities during collection of sample. So that it is need to collect the sample below 40 to 50 centimeter from the surface. Next, sample should collect in glass bottle. Okay, you can use plastic bottle also, but for the laboratory purpose, it is better to collect the sample in a glass bottle, glass jar or glass bottle. Okay, so one of the bottle that is called as BOD bottle, which is specially made of a made up bottle. Okay, that bottle basically we prefer to collection of sample for the laboratory analysis purpose. That bottle is called as BOD bottle. Okay, next, analysis. So what in by analysis? Analysis, it is nothing but just the examination of sample. That means going to examine the sample, going to test the sample. Okay, so what is analysis? Analysis, it is nothing but to test the sample or examine the sample. So what is the need of analysis? What are the advantages of analysis? Why are we doing analysis? Okay, so basically the first thing is to design a water treatment plant. Okay, so when you are going to design a water treatment plant for a particular village, for a particular town, for a particular city, then it is important to check the quality of that water. Okay, so after analysis you can understand what quality of water present in that area. Okay, so according to that result, whatever analysis result, from that you can design a water treatment plant. Okay, so first thing is that for the design of water treatment plant, it is need to analyze that water. Next, to check the routine operation of water treatment plant. Okay, suppose there is any water treatment plant in your area, so that need regular analysis so that you can understand that treatment which occurs or which carried out at the treatment plant, they are properly doing or not, or whatever that quality which come, or whatever that water which comes at the outlet from the treatment plant is a quality water or not, when you can understand after the analysis only. So that it is need to analysis the water to check the routine operation of water treatment plant. Next, help to suggest the methods of water method for the water treatment. Okay, so sometimes maybe the quality of water is going to be changed, that means highly polluted water. Suppose in that case you required extra additional treatment, so that also you can add into your water treatment plant. Okay, or that treatment also you can do for that particular water or particular source of water. Okay, so that also help to suggest that method, or also you can say the modification of treatment. Okay, or also you can add a new unit of treatment plant. Okay, so that you can do when after the analysis. So that is the third point, help to suggest the method for the water treatment. Come to the next, judge the quality of drinking water. So this is very important. So whatever that water which supply to you for the domestic purpose, for the drinking purpose, that water, that is potable water. So how to identify? After the analysis. So when you are going to check the quality of your tap water, okay, whatever that water which supplied by municipality to your home, okay, that water going to use for the drinking purpose, for consumption, for the domestic purpose, for cooking, for bathing. Okay, that water is quality water, that water is safe water, that water is potable water, when we can understand after the analysis. So that is very important. After the analysis of that water you can understand and the quality of that drinking water. Okay, next point, the impurities in water. So there are the various types of impurities which are present in water. So basically these are classified into the physical impurities, chemical impurities, and the biological impurities. Okay, so the first thing is the physical impurities. In that we're going to discuss the first, color. Okay, so color, simply you can say the pure natural water does not have any color. Okay, whatever the water when you use for the drinking purpose, it is a colorless. Okay, so having a no color. So that is what the pure natural water does not have any color. But due to the disposal of organic matter, due to disposal of inorganic matter, due to disposal of solid waste, due to disposal of sewage, due to disposal of industrial effluent, that change the color of that water. It may be green color water, it may be blue, it may be black, okay, or maybe red in rainy season. That's why, due to the presence of organic and inorganic matter into that water. So that organic and inorganic matter in water which gives colors to that water, and that water make unsafe or unusable for the drinking and domestic purpose. Okay. So that is the first, color. So color, it is why due to the presence of organic, inorganic matter into that water body. Come to the next, the odor, taste and odor. So taste and odor, in fact, whatever the drinking water we use, it is tasteless and odorless. So it is having no taste and no odor. That is tasteless and odorless. Okay. But due to the organic matter, due to the industrial waste, it gives a different taste and different odor to that water. Okay. And it makes that water is unsafe for the drinking and consumption. Okay. So that is again taste and odor. If you are considering pure water, it is tasteless and odorless. But due to the presence of various organic matter, inorganic matter, and dissolved chemicals also, that makes the which gives the odor and taste to the water. Okay. Sometimes due to percolation of water through the rocks, that also makes the hard water. Okay. So this about the color, taste and odor.